Jen Dean with Families Matter Most, and I've promised you free coaching, free family coaching during these crazy days. And this is your activity for today. So parents, this is a parent or older kid only. Maybe younger kids could do it. You could let me know how that goes. Basically, all you need is a blank piece of paper. That's it. One blank piece of paper. It could be lined, could be totally nothing, it could be colored. It doesn't matter. And it's a little bit cheesy, I know. I'm going to draw a heart. I'm going to draw just a heart on that paper. And I call this blank page mentoring. So what you're going to do is do one sheet of paper for every kid. So if you've got 4 kids, you got to do this 4 times. And I want you to try and fill up a page with as many things that you can think of about this child. So at the top of the page, you're going to write down the name of one of your kids. So I wrote down Ryan, and then you are going to just spend, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes, maybe, and I want you to jot down every single thing you can think of about Ryan in this case. And I wrote a heart there because I want you to really think about what is going on in his heart. What is he thinking? What is he feeling, right? When he is upset or stressed, how does it look for him? Does it come out like anger? Does it come out like sadness? Does it come out, some kids distract each other, like they'll distract themselves and try and just eat ice cream. Some kids it comes out in tears. Some kids just kind of shut down. Some kids avoid it and they act like everything's fine, but you can tell because they're getting a little bit snappy. That can happen. Whereas some kids, it's just like a tantrum. They're so mad. They're like instantly angry. But I want you to pause that and I want you to think, what is going on in their heart when these big emotions come? So if you have a child that struggles with anger, for example, you can stop here and ask yourself, okay, so definitely anger. I'm writing down anger. There it is. But you could also ask yourself, okay, so even though it's coming out as anger, what's really going on in his heart? And let's be honest, right now, is there a parent or a child anywhere in the world that isn't affected right now? If I just say the word pandemic, just sit in that for a moment. That's hard. Our kids are picking up our stresses. Even if they were oblivious, even if they're little, they are picking up on our issues, our anxiety, our tension, our stress. So let's just look it in the eye and call it what it is. Okay, so even if you have a child that struggles with anger, what's going on underneath that? Could there be anxiety, right? Uncertainty? Could there be fear, worry? Could they feel unsure of the future? Could they be worried that school might never happen again, or their best friend might get sick, or something might happen to grandpa? These are big things. And depending on the age, if they're little, they may not understand everything that's going on. They may feel like, what if their pet dies? What if they have to move? What if they never get to play with that neighbor that they love down the block again? Like, we have to stop for a minute and realize that our kids don't always understand exactly what's going on. And they may be making up stories. You're going to hear Brene Brown in this. They may be making up stories in their heads as to what's happening. So it might be a really good idea to have a conversation with them to find out what's really going on in their heart. And so once you've actually written in and you filled in all these things, now I only did a couple, but try and fill in the heart. What's going on in that child's heart? And then I want you to ask yourself, what do they need from me? What do they need from me? And here's the idea is, what do they need from me so that when this is over and we are fine, because we will get through this. Human beings are amazing. We will overcome. When this, can we say our family is closer now? No, the situation wasn't ideal, but can we say our family was closer? What do I need to do for that to happen? How do I need to show up for my kids for them to say, we're actually closer now? And I gotta be honest, if we are yelling at our kids every day, I've done that, just so you know, there's no judgment. But if our kids look back on this as a time of fear and anger and everyone was upset and mom and dad were stressed and fighting all day, or dad was super anxious and he lost his temper all the time, or mom shut down and she wouldn't talk about anything, they're not going to look back on this as a time that our family grew closer. That's really important to me. As a family coach, you know what? We don't know. We don't know what the future will bring all the time, but we can be in charge of us. So we can absolutely choose how we are going to act. And I want you to decide to show up for your family. As hard as it is, I want you to set things aside. If you did the sit in it activity, let me know how that goes. Sit in it, let all the feelings in, and then at the end, take your deep breath and go and be with those people. Show up for them. Show up for them. Even if you have to set a timer for 20 minutes and tell yourself, for 20 minutes, I am not going to think negative. For 20 minutes, I am just going to play and smile and laugh and snuggle and tickle and wrestle. I'm just going to do those things. Have a dance party. Do something really fun. Set a timer and say, I'm not going to think those thoughts for this time. I'm going to focus on showing up for the people that need me the very most. And that's your family. So if this was hard for you to hear, I'm sorry. I love you. I want the best for you. And I've done it wrong so many times that I know we all want to do it better. So do this activity. You are going to find it helps you. How do I need to show up for each of my kids? And it might look a little bit different for each child, which again will help you some more. So look for another parenting tip tomorrow, a family tip. I've got a great one in store. Let me know how this goes. If you want more tools, more help, send me a message, send me an email. I'd like to get you more information. Thanks so much, you guys. You got this.